Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, everybody. You got Lanny and Bert here, the Dividend Diplomats, and guess what? We are sitting back next to each other here. I am out of my quarantine, thank goodness. Everybody, thanks for hanging tight the last few weeks with our Zoom videos, but we are ready to roll this week now that the Diplomats are back together.
Bert the Hurt is back, baby. I'm back. Oh, he's better than ever. Eric Bischoff over here making his reappearance back on the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. Again, you know the drill by now, but since Bert is back, give us a nice thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button because the DD is here and we're going to talk to you about what dividend stocks we bought this past week of January 4th to start that new year right.
Yeah, whether we're together, we're recording Zoom calls, that's never going to stop us from buying dividend stocks and growing our dividend income. There are always values in the market. Even as the market continues to push record highs, we are doing our best to find undervalued dividend stocks that will help you increase your passive income and get you closer to financial freedom.
So welcome to 2021. Dividends don't sleep. Money doesn't sleep.
No,
For the Dividend Diplomats too, our dividend stock purchases are always happening. In January 4th week through January 8th, both Bert, his wife, me and my wife, we did buy dividend stocks to add that dividend income to our income streams this week. And some of our purchases may have just been on our dividend stock watch list.
Oh yeah, that's the point of building these watch lists, right? That's why you prepare, you do the research ahead of time, you get ready. So when the market opens, you know where to put your capital because you already know that's an undervalued dividend growth stock.
Just trying to give the people what they want. Just trying to give those dividend investors out there what you want.
So let's just kick this off, Lanny. I'm sure everybody is pumped up. They're ready to go. They want to know what we're buying.
You've got your cash ready. You've got your Dividend Diplomat mug, which, again, we're trying to find the original mug so we can maybe ship a few out to some people that have messaged us for them.
Yeah, we're working hard, and if not, maybe entering year 7 of our blog and the Dividend Diplomats, it might be time to dust off, look at the logo, and check out some new coffee mugs. But anyways, besides the point, we'll let you know when we find them in whatever video that is.
So Bert and his wife, they were busy this past week buying dividend stocks, definitely much more active than what we were this week. So Bert, when you take a look at January 4th, what was that first dividend stock that caught your eye starting on Monday morning of the new year, first business day?
Yeah, if you guys recall, this was the day the first business day, the market just dropped down on the 4th right out of the gate. So it was actually perfect timing that Lanny put his dividend stock watch list and we pushed that video the weekend before because I didn't go very far from the list. I pulled a company right off the list. It's one of Lanny's favorite companies. I don't know, it's not one of his favorites, but he's talked about it a lot the last few years. The first stock I bought...
Bert's in my house and he's sitting here trying to tell me who my favorite dividend stock is.
You love all dividend stocks.
I'm about to clothesline this mother.
Hey, we're back together, so we could actually clothesline each other. But the first company I purchased was General Dynamics, ticker symbol GD. And it's obviously, as we continue to talk about General Dynamics, it's one of the leader in the aerospace industry. The company continues to win big contracts, see revenue growth, and they have some very solid dividend payout metrics.
So Bert, how many shares did you end up acquiring?
Just one. We didn't make a big purchase in the company. You don't have to in this free trade environment where you don't actually have to pay anything to buy a stock, which is awesome. So therefore, we just added one, continue to slowly but surely build our position in the company. We grabbed it at around $146.30 a share. And that one share added $4.40 to our forward dividend income.
And for those that are interested, and we heard the feedback, the dividend yield on that purchase was exactly at 3% for Bert.
Yeah, right on the money. But it's also Monday, so you know what that means. I think let's come back to some of my other purchases that day. Lanny, every Monday, do you want to tell us what you and your wife do?
Again, if you're new, every Monday, my wife and I, we each buy 3 shares of Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF or Exchange Traded Fund. Ticker symbol is VYM. Now we've been doing this now, gosh, it has to be 4 or 5 months. And for those that didn't see our tweet, I think our portfolio value on just the VYM High Dividend Yield Fund in our taxable account since we started was over $15,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah, that was eye-opening when I saw you put that tweet there, because I've known you've been doing this strategy, and what's been nice to hear about it and watch what the strategy is just how automated and how quickly things can grow. We always preach automation of your investment and saving activities, so you don't even realize what's happening, and you're just every day, every week, however your frequency is, you're doing something, don't even think about the cash that's leaving the account. And that was incredible to see.
Now, obviously, earlier on, it was a lot cheaper prices. We were probably doing about $235 to $245 a week each, so almost $500 in total. But obviously, just like the stock market, the stock price for VYM has also gone up. But that is not stopping us because we have, dedicated to this. It's one of our goals. It's one of our, automated processes that we are doing. So therefore, we each bought 3 shares each at $91.51. And between both of us, we added well over $17 in forward dividend income.
Yeah.
And for those that are interested, again, in the yield, the overall yield, on those investment purchases was almost at 3.2%.
Perfect. I mean, great way buying great dividend growth stocks. Their top 10 holdings are some of the best dividend growth stocks out there. So congratulations, Lanny and your wife. Yeah. Excellent job just continuing to build this strategy in a 2021.
It's a lot of hard work to do that automated strategy.
I mean, you have to log in, remember that password. It's tricky.
The other reasons why is this is to not time the market. It's to take the emotion out of the investing. And what better way to buy a dividend growth ETF that grows at 6 to 10% a year from a dividend standpoint and provides you a current yield of between 3 and 3.5%.
Yeah, I mean, if you tried to time the market with this, you may own nothing because you could keep telling yourself, oh, I'm just going to wait for the market to come down. I'm going to wait for the market to come down.
Right.
That clearly never happened.
Right. So overall, it was a $550, rounded purchase, and we added, well over 17, almost $17.50 on a go-forward basis in dividend income. But wait. There's more. Bert and his wife were not done yet. January 4th, again, that first day of the year, they also were buying some more dividend stocks. And he just may have another dividend aristocrat and potentially a top 5 foundation stock
for your dividend portfolio. And wait, this gets even better because this dividend aristocrat that's also a top 5 foundation stock is set to increase their dividend this month in January here, as we covered in one of our last videos. So this checked a lot of boxes for me. I purchased in my portfolio Consolidated Edison, ticker symbol ED. This is
kind of good old
Yeah, it is not a exciting headline grabbing stock, but it is our foundation stock because it dominates in the electric utility sector. They've been helping powerhouses, power companies for almost 200 years. The company will always play a part in your life because, hey, we got to power some of the lights, our laptops, our phones, everything else in our house.
Great cash flow. Yep. I mean, again, utilities aren't high growth. They're not an exciting, sexy business. We're not here to talk about, the Bitcoin, Tesla, and Netflix. We're here to talk about the staples, the Con Eds. Yep. And, that's where Bert really is coming from with this dividend aristocrat who's going, again, a dividend aristocrat, well over 25 plus years of dividend increases.
Yeah, and their company's price is just kind of hanging tight, and it's come down a little bit this year. So we didn't purchase very much. I only added 1 share. Again, same theme with General Dynamics. So it's not gonna significantly move the needle, but we also argue every single dollar counts on your journey to financial freedom. So this 1 share added $3.06 to our forward dividend income. So, I mean, again, I will continue buying small amounts of companies just to keep putting our cash to work and generating dividend income.
Now, Bert, you weren't even done yet, though, on January 4th. So what else did you end up buying in the stock market? What other dividend stock was on your list to buy on Monday?
Yeah, in my wife's portfolio, we added to her position in Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. We've covered this company a lot over the last few months because the company has, it's great. It's showing some nice signs of undervaluation. They have a strong dividend yield right now. And they increased their dividend in December, too, after the spinoff that closed. What's interesting about Pfizer is we started building my wife's position at the end of last year, and we're continuing to do so. Now we have a nice sizable chunk in the company. So I'm excited. She works in the healthcare sector, so it's always nice to add a company that she can work with some of their products as every day goes along.
Yeah, so, Bert and his wife bought 2 more shares at $36.55, which produced almost a yield of 4.3%. Based on that 39-cent per quarter dividend from Pfizer.
Yeah, again, it's not a lot, it's 2 shares, but when you add up all those together, we actually added $280 on that day, which gave us dividend income of just over $10 there. So it was a nice, fruitful Monday. It wasn't the VYM purchase that Lanny and his wife did, but hey, I'll take it.
Hey, putting that capital work, adding $10 in forward dividend income, Bert now is getting that peanut butter jar, a thing of bananas, a thing of bread, maybe some Greek yogurt.
Maybe. Maybe. We'll see when we both transition to the next and final stock we both purchased this week. And that company, Lanny, I've talked for a little bit now, so do you want to do this company? Because we both bought.
So, yeah, of course. So now, you've heard all the videos about AT&T and AT&T stock, but again, you probably saw the dividend stock watch list for January 2021 for the stocks to buy this month, stocks to buy right now. It's high on my list, and it was hot on Bert's list as well. And we're not talking about the blue company. We're talking about Big Red, Verizon Communications, ticker symbol VZ. And it actually just so happened to be that both Bert and his wife and I also bought stock on the same day on January 8th on Friday. And sadly, Bert and his wife beat me on the share price that they got Verizon at. Woo!
Yeah, that never happens. Lanny always sets his prices about 1 cent below where I end up getting it somehow. So it's nice to kind of turn the table here in 2021.
Usually my line is to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! But Bert beat me in this one, and I bought only 1 share of Verizon since I've been acquiring them. If you haven't seen my dividend stock purchases recently, only about 1 share at $57.79. Added $2.51 to my for dividend income. And if you actually want to know the stock price of that, or the dividend yield of that purchase, it was at 4.34%. I just did the quick calculation. Nice 4.3-cent yield right there.
Yeah, and we only put it in my wife's portfolio, and this was actually just initiating a position for her. So we put in a ton of cash here. We actually bought 2 shares of Verizon here.
Not 1, but 2.
So we added $5.02 to the forward dividend income as well. And the yield is, even though I got a price slightly lower than Lanny, right around 4.3% too. Nice little rounding error.
Yeah, well, we'll let Bert and his wife have this. They did have COVID, so it's something.
We take those small victories when we can.
Of course. No, but so overall, between my wife and I purchasing VYM and VZ, our capital that we deployed was almost $606. We added $19.97 at an overall dividend yield of 3.29% of our dividend stock purchases this week.
Yeah, and we added right around $400 with all of these purchases, added dividend income of $15.60. So that gives me a dividend yield of just under 4% for the week. So again, we'll take it. I'm very happy about it. It was nice to put some cash to work this week.
So dividend stocks, both Bert and I, post-COVID-19, we are buying dividend stocks. Luckily, knock on wood, I've been staying healthy. We're glad Bert's back. Question we have to the community is, what stocks were you buying this week? What stocks are on your buy list for next week? Leave it down below in the comments.
Yeah, we love to see what you are, so if that gives us some new ideas for us to watch and purchase next week. It's all about sharing in this community. That's what makes this online dividend investing community so sweet. We all teach each other as much as possible.
I mean, we're here. We give you guys the proof in the pudding. We just don't talk about stocks. We buy the stocks we talk about. So if you haven't already and you appreciate it, give us a thumbs up so we can help build up the community and talk to more people about the beauty of dividend investing.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up. I have nothing else to add.
Again, subscribe if you haven't already. This is Bert the Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.